40 years, Tina Arena has impressed us with her larger-than-life vocals. She scored her big breakthrough as Tiny Tina on Young Talent Time.
The program for 7.5. It's Young Talent Time!
Tina has performed to a combined 3 billion audience members. Now, the 6-time ARIA award-winning artist has released her 11th studio album. The album, called 11, proves the pop veteran is only getting better and better.
That's right, and Tina Arena joins us live. Welcome, nice to have you with us, and
Hi,
congratulations on the album.
Hi, Tom. Thank you.
Why 11? What's the significance behind that?
Well, it's the 11th studio record of original music. I love numbers. It's quite funny how I'm so attracted to mathematics. It was one of my probably least favourite subjects when I was growing up. I'm also the first of the 11th, so it's just a digit that's very, very relevant in my life, and it has a great presence. And it just made sense when I looked at everything. I thought, okay, what do you do? What do you call this? I just went, it's the 11th record, let's just call it 11. Basta, it's done.
It's great, I love it. I'm right into it. A beautiful cover art too on that record. What a lovely shot too.
Beautiful, it's all Australian. The visuals were done by Australians that live all around the world. It was done in London by a whole Australian team, an art director, Andrew Morabito, Paul Scala, who took the photo. Oh, God.
You can't beat Aussies. You can't beat them.
And Vince Colosimo appearing in the video clip.
Yeah, it
One
is
of my favourites. I love that guy.
And it kind of wasn't, and you know what, it's really funny, it wasn't calculated. It's actually just the way that it's happened. And I think that that's really beautiful. It's a full circle coming home and celebrating great Australian talent, because it's really beautiful talent.
Who else would you like to collaborate with?
Look, I've collaborated with so many people. It's kind of, I don't know, there's so many, I don't mind. It's as long as I'm collaborating with somebody whose intentions are great and who wants to take a risk and have a good time and learn something new. I don't mind who they are.
Another wonderful thing that's happening to you, Tina, is you are going to be inducted into the ARIA Hall of Fame. How do you feel about that?
Really, really. I was quite taken back, because it's something that I have been approached about before and just didn't feel it was the right time. I kind of feel that now I've earned it, so I can legitimise it a little bit better in my own head. Does that sound really peculiar?
No.
Well,
the numbers add up too, I reckon.
That's it.
Tina, we can't forget, of course, your time on Young Talent Time. We saw some vision there. How do you feel when you look back and you see that?
It's a beautiful time. You know, I've had a very healthy relationship with my past. Probably one of the only ones who's actually really had a really honest and healthy relationship with it. If it wasn't for those days, I wouldn't be here today.
Yeah, good for you.
I learnt my craft then.
I can't wait to have a listen to your record, but when people do, what do you want them to take home from it?
I think the premise of this record is that it is a very sincere, a very raw take on just our collective observations of things, and their beautiful stories, beautiful narratives in great melodies, beautiful contrast and textures. There's a great deal of honesty on this record.
As
there kind of always is. It's very autobiographical. But I think the thing about this record too is at 48 years of age, women in pop music are something that are kind of, at my time, kind of pushed aside. It's like, well, they're not interesting anymore. When it's actually the contrary. A woman of 48 years of age has got something really valuable to say.
Absolutely.
And it needs to be heard.
Yeah, good.
And it's somebody who's lived. I think the thing that's very obvious in this record is that you hear a voice that has lived and that's not frightened to share that living.
Well, I can't wait to hear it, and I know everybody else out there is really looking forward to hearing it and seeing you on the road as well. Thank you, Tina. Wonderful to talk to you today.
You're very welcome.
All the very best. Tina's new album, 11, is out now. And for tour dates and the information, just head over to the Daily Edition website.